intense. They may feel very painful, and yet they're not exactly what really happened. And even if they were, you could interpret them differently. I'll give you an example. If a person has a situation early in life where they are hit by a car, perhaps, they might interpret that experience as, I was so stupid for walking out in the street. Or they might interpret that experience as, what a mean person this person must have been to have hit me with their car. Or they might interpret the experience, I scared my mother and father terribly by getting hit by this car, and I feel very guilty about that. Certainly it hurt me, and yet it's obvious to me in my youthful interpretation that it hurt them much more, so I feel ashamed, and I become hyper-vigilant perhaps later in life in order to ensure that I don't create that emotional state in their lives again. I would suggest that none of these interpretations is valid. I would suggest that any interpretation that you choose to make is the interpretation that you're going to function with, and that you can change any or all of those interpretations in such a way that you can feel better about any life experience. You can become very different. I'm afraid someone's got a cold and they're coughing here. I hope it's not disruptive. So if you are aware that your experiences in life are nothing more than interpretations of your experiences in life, then you can change the interpretation. In a way, you can change history in a moment. All of the pain that you might have felt at that point in your life, you can instantly change. You can release it. You can walk away from it as soon as you choose to reinterpret the experience. This process may involve meditation, looking more deeply within yourself to find that which motivated you to interpret the experience in that particular way. And yet, once you do reinterpret the experience, you can be quite sure that you're going to feel better, that you're going to be able to let go of the past, that you're going to be freer than you have been in the past, and that you're going to be able to see life in a way that is much more joyful and self-empowering, because you can learn to manage your own interpretive process and thus your own emotional reactions to your own interpretations. If you do so, I think you can find a lot of happiness. It does involve a lot of conscious management of how you choose, with free will, to interpret any experience in life, any relationship, any statement by another person, any apparent rejection or criticism from another person or even from yourself. That requires conscious intention and working to achieve that state, yet it can be done. I suggest it's worth doing. I hope you've enjoyed this message tonight. We will be back with other recorded messages. Have a nice evening.
What was that white thing that just came from her?
That was the,
That was Debbie.
it was a ghost.
I was saying that maybe you could explain the karmic implications of her cough. Like
No.
If something like that.
That would
Throw it up.
throw it off and be too personal. If you're not feeling well, it's fine.
Yeah, we could just expose Norma for everybody's sake.
Just a tell-all, an expose on Norma.
Our professional cougher.
Are we still online?
Yeah, we are.
Any people viewing?
Yeah, Yeah, we have a few people viewing here.
Wonderful. Hope you're enjoying it, folks.
And for the next trick.
Okay, this is, what was the name of this one?
Interpretation of experience.
I'm gonna get the, get on the camera and get a much more, like a closer shot, because the two shots are too similar right now.
Okay,
You
do
see
you want
that?
me to change this camera to?
No, that one over there. This one's looking awesome actually.
Okay.
Over here. What's the next title, John?
Ah,
Sounds like.
sharing chakras. And sharing chakras and karma.
There you go. Is it okay if I use an ampersand?
Why would you need that?
And
Yes, it is.
alright.
Oh, okay.
Sharing chakras. Okay, we're getting girls out there. Where'd they go?
So if something happens and you feel worthless from the experience, that's something you need to reinterpret.
Yes. Because worthlessness is just an interpretation.
Doesn't feel like an interpretation.
I understand it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't mean it isn't.
Feels like a
Okay, when we
truth.
start when we start recording,
Right.
yes,
Feels like
there
a
you go.
truth.
That's much better. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
And then with the door open, I can